I mean, give me my goddamn respect,
I gave you your respect for Jalen Brunson.
Give me my goddamn respect.
It doesn't mean that you get respect for the Knicks after you just bashed them and you were a Nets fan for half the year.
Our Through the Wire collab, I was propping up the Knicks, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I was doing was propping up the Knicks. But all of a sudden, I don't watch it because they've made it more difficult for fans to watch their product. I'm the problem. Yeah, okay. Listen, I'm a victim. MSG got to figure themselves out.
So
I'm
dramatic.
a victim.
Speaking of the Nets, right now at halftime, Jalen Brunson has 30 points versus the Nets.
Damn.
The Knicks are up 81-57. And
damn.
scoring is at an all-time high, and clearly Jalen Brunson, he is...
Jalen Brunson, 50 ball today? He's probably need to sit,
Possible.
to be honest. They're up
by a
at
million.
halftime. Like,
Yeah. RJ Barrett, 9 points, 1 assist. It's halftime, so...
So talk to me,
I
Joel.
own a Julius Randle jersey.
Listen, first
I'm
of all,
certified.
you get respect.
Julius Randle, Carmelo, I got all of them.
The only reason why I give you so much shit is because you were absolutely riding till the finish for the Brooklyn Nets.
KD was on there.
It doesn't matter. It's the big. It's New York. You can't like two New York teams. You can't be a Giants and Jets fan. You can't be a Knicks and Nets fan. It doesn't work like that. It does. You can't be a Lakers and Clippers fan. No, it doesn't happen. You pick one and you keep it pushing.
But can the Nets be an exception because they're in Jersey? Joel's from Jersey.
It's all the
moved in
same.
2013.
It's all the same. It's New Jersey, Brooklyn. We're acting like it's 4,000 miles from here.
My first NBA game was a New Jersey Nets game. Bro, their tickets were like $4 at one point.
So why aren't you a Nets fan then?
I was a New Jersey Nets fan in 2009. I told you guys a story of how I became a Knicks fan. Carmelo Anthony was on the trade block, and my 10 or 11-year-old self said, wherever Carmelo goes, I'm going to be the fan of that team. I also knew the Nets were moving to Brooklyn, and that took away the allure for me
I feel you.
being a Nets fan.
That's fair.
And I was like, okay, listen, wherever Carmelo goes, Carmelo went to the Knicks, and I became a Knicks fan.
That story is great. It brings a tear to my eye. But how about 2022, 2023 Joel, who's not 10, 11 years old, was rooting for the Nets and the Knicks?
I hyped up the Knicks all offseason long. I said they would be better than the Bulls, and y'all laughed at me.
I don't think we laughed at you.
Y'all laughed at me.
I don't know. I don't think I laughed at you for saying that.
Riv definitely laughed at me
Riv's
for
a Bulls
that.
fan.
Yeah, but when I was saying I took the Knicks over certain teams, you guys thought it was crazy. When I took the big three of Brunson and Randle and RJ over Levine, Vucevic, and DeRozan, y'all thought I was crazy.
That was a hot take.
Yeah.
At the time, it was a hot take.
And now
it
turns
aged well.
out, you know what I'm saying?
Aged well.
So I've been riding for my Knicks. But I thought that
next year could easily be the other way
We talked
around.
about the Nets a lot because you're a Celtics fan, and that was a team that could compete and contend with them.
So can the Knicks, I thought.
Oh, we'll get to that in a bit, Mr. Dehls.
Let's hear it.
Mr. Deli, man. Listen, never disrespect my Knicks fan because I've been through some shit with them.
I know. I respect it.
I've seen Kareem Allen start for us, Damian Dotson, Tim Hardaway Jr., Lance Thomas. Come on. Lou Amundsen had a big-time performance for us. I remember a game where Luke Cornett was a savior for us. Man, I remember these times, man. I'm enjoying my flowers right now with the Knicks because, listen, Jalen Brunson, I even was wrong about it because he's way better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a star player, but he's like even more. He's a step above that. Julius Randle's back to being an all-NBA player. Quentin Grimes is one of the best 3-and-D players in the league. Mitchell Robinson is one of the best defenders. And Josh Hart, 6-0 since we got him, is about to be 7-0 because we're beating the brakes off the Nets right now. Listen, man, the Knicks are serious. They're legit. We can win a playoff series. This isn't the same.
Against who?
This isn't the same Knicks in the bubble or the COVID year, I should say, not the bubble, the COVID year, where we lost to the Hawks in the first round. We didn't have a player like Jalen Brunson. We did not. Julius Randle, for some reason, averaged 37 in the regular season and then shit the bed in the playoffs against the Hawks. We didn't have Mitchell Robinson either. When we talk about the Knicks and who we could beat in the Eastern Conference, it's not crazy to say we can beat the Cavaliers in the series. It's not crazy to say we can beat the Sixers in a series. Man, Dehls, it's not crazy to say that we'll give those Celtics Lucky Charm team a little run for their money. Listen, Dehls, you got to start respecting the Knicks because we watched the Knicks game together. You and I on my couch. We was up there the other day. And who won that game, Dehls?
The Knicks.
The New York Knicks, baby.
We shot like 22% from three.
That's because our defense is suffocating.
We were missing wide open threes.
Our defense is suffocating,
we were missing
baby.
wide the fuck open
and
threes.
now, listen, man, I feel good, man. I feel amazing.
I'm happy.
Because the Knicks are good. The Bulls are bad. The Hawks look like shit. I mean, all the teams that I thought that I had anti-agendas for are not doing well.
Except those boys.
Who?
Right behind your left shoulder. Your other shoulder. The other shoulder. The other one.
Oh, Jason Tatum.
There he is.
Hey, listen. I know you're scared. And Bill Simmons, he's a mega Celtics fan. He said he would be scared to face New York. Yeah. And he should be. Because the Knicks, baby, you don't want that smoke. You do not want that smoke. You don't want that smoke, baby.
How are you different than a Lakers fan saying they could go to the finals? Saying you could beat the Celtics.
I said that we'll have a chance. We'll give you a run for your money.
What does that mean? 6 games?
Nothing. You might beat us in the end, but we'll definitely give you some punches and some black eyes on the way.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I believe that I don't know if we want to talk about just the Knicks because I believe the question for the topic list was superstar or is it attractive destination for a superstar?
Two-part.
I know you have been very high on Joel Embiid possibly joining.
Shares
the
my
Knicks.
first name.
He does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, we are an attractive destination. I think the same way the Brooklyn Nets made the playoffs with Dinwiddie, LeVert, and D'Lo, and Jared Allen, they built a great culture with Kenny Atkinson. I'll be damned if current superstar players are looking at the Knicks like, I might want to go there next. Listen, if the Sixers get bounced out and get embarrassed in the playoffs, Joel Embiid is going to request a trade, and the Knicks, I promise you, will be the first team calling because we got young players, we have picks, we have cap space, we have tradable contracts. If we can get Joel Embiid in New York, my Dehls, it becomes scary. John, it becomes scary.
If we had a top 7 player in the NBA, things are going to get scary.
Tom Thibodeau, relationship, he has one with Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat look like they're imploding. That's another team we would beat in the playoffs if we match up against them. No doubt about it. The Miami Heat cannot beat the Knicks. Let's stop playing on ourselves.
What?
They can't beat us.
Say that
one
more time.
The Heat can't beat the Knicks.
In the first round series.
They cannot.
So you think Eric Spoelstra will lose to Tom Thibodeau?
Ooh. Yes, I do.
You think Jimmy Butler will lose to Julius Randle?
He lose to Jalen Brunson, baby. Let's stop playing.
Is Jalen Brunson better than Jimmy Butler?
Right now, hell yeah, he is.
Oh, playoff time. You know what happens in playoff time.
Jalen Brunson he averaged 30 against the Jazz. I know,
but Jimmy Butler does year after year.
No, not year after year. He takes an off year sometimes. The year before, he just made it to the finals. He was garbage in the first round versus the Bucks.
And then he just took the Celtics to 7 when they were just
that
not
was
even
after
close
he
to
took the Miami Heat to the NBA Finals. The following season, he was a game away, a shot away from the NBA Finals. Every single year, we talked about Nikola Jokic before and how NBA fans like to discredit the Nuggets however way they can. The Miami Heat, look, their three-point shooting has dropped off this year, but they're beating the Knicks in 5 or 6 games.
No, they're not. You know what, John?
So just get the Jalen Brunson. Oh, the Knicks.
John, I noticed something about you. You disrespect teams that start with a K. The Kings and Knicks. It's both. Why are you disrespecting those teams?
I had the Kings being a top 7 seed coming this year.
My goodness.
So that's not true.
What a crazy agenda, the K agenda.
You're disrespecting teams, man, left and right. Listen, be on the right side of history for this one because the Knicks are going to get out the first round. And I like I was saying, Tom Thibodeau has a relationship with Jimmy Butler. What if Jimmy Butler wants out of Miami? The Knicks could come calling. Jalen Brunson, Jimmy, Randle. I mean, that to me reminds me of the 90s gritty New York team. Blood in the Garden. I mean, come on.
That wasn't good enough offensively to win championship.
We're a top 10 offense right now.
I know. Right now, they're 6 in offensive rating. Yeah. That was just a little jab. So the Knicks remind me a lot of the Toronto Raptors, independent of DeMar DeRozan, where Jalen Brunson is becoming this Knicks franchise's Kyle Lowry. Every fan loves him, but because before Kyle Lowry, the Raptors did not have that true, reliable, steadfast point. Jalen Brunson this year has been top 10 at the position. And Julius Randle has gotten better and better playing off the ball. That duo has been elite this year in the regular season. But we know in the playoffs, the Knicks need a superstar wing, which RJ Barrett was developed to be. Andre Bargnani style, he hasn't developed. And you look at the bench, look, you got Josh Hart. I mean, quickly, he's the runner-up probably for 6 Man of the Year to maybe Malcolm Brogdon. He may win the thing because of how well he has played in his 3rd season. The only thing the Knicks lack is that top 10 player. Because in today's NBA, you don't see teams like the Heat. They have pretty close to that top 10 player in Jimmy Butler. They've had a Defensive Player of the Year candidate year in and year out in Bam Adebayo. They have Tyler Hero, who in the playoffs, when healthy, has shown to be a player that can help lead you to the finals as one of your main perimeter scorers. The whole Heat thing doesn't matter because you're not going to play in the first round. Currently, you guys are slated to play the Cleveland Cavaliers.
We could beat them
in the first round of the playoffs.
We could beat them. Most definitely. We could beat them. We could beat them. I'm picking the Knicks in that series.
Ooh.
We could beat them.
Oh, man. So John, we talked about this last episode.
We
did.
You
take the Cavs? I don't remember.
I took the Cavs in 6 games.
And John, the fact that you're so high on the Heat, they just got Kevin Love off the buyout market, who's been horrible. They're desperate.
We don't have to talk about the Heat because, like you said, not playing the first round.
Listen,
the Cavs are a way different beast than the Heat.
Quentin Grimes can guard Donovan Mitchell.
Stop, bro.
What do you mean stop?
Just like, yes,
Quentin Grimes is a great defender.
He's a great defender. We're talking about Donovan Mitchell.
We're talking about Quentin Grimes.
What's Donovan Mitchell going to average? Tell me.
Probably 26, 27 a game.
If you're lucky.
Jalen Brunson just beat Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs. You forgot that? What do you mean stop it?
There are two different teams.
Your bias is
showing. This Knicks team is better than the Mavs team that Jalen Brunson was carrying. Is it not?
Who is the better front court?
It's close.
Is it?
It's close.
Mobley.
Julius Randle's better than Mobley, bro.
Mobley and Jared Allen.
Jared Allen and Mitch. Jared Allen's better than Mitch, but it's not a huge-ass gap. Is Julius Randle not better than Evan Mobley?
He is not better than Evan Mobley.
Yes, he is.
Evan Mobley is a borderline first team.
Julius Randle's an all-star. Evan Mobley's not an all-star.
Defensively, Mobley, without a doubt.
Who would you rather have in your team?
Long-term Evan Mobley because he's, 21 years old?
Right
22?
Now.
Yes. Right now, Julius Randle is a better player.
Do you not get
Evan
word
Mobley.
of playoff Julius Randle?
No, because I think
it was the outlier one-time thing?
Yes, because I think now you won't be able to load up on Julius Randle. He just talked about in an interview how he worked on his mental health a lot. Yep. He's back. I think Julius Randle wants to be in the playoffs and wants to showcase his true skills. I mean, come on.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the chat saying we need Drew to talk about the Knicks, but go on.
Yeah, great point. The Knicks fan. Let's not forget in the 2021 postseason series, Derrick Rose was amazing. 19 points per game in 5 games. You had a high-level point guard, not Jalen Brunson, but you had a pretty good one, and RJ and Julius both shat the bed.
Derrick Rose was good in that series, but he was our only guy.
Yeah.
He was our only one.
Yeah.
And his production will not be Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson will average 26 plus in a playoff series. Julius Randle's he's gonna play well. Listen, RJ Barrett's that X factor, baby.
Oh man.
You take some pressure off of RJ Barrett, he might come to play too. Quentin Grimes is one of the best 3-and-D players in the league. So Mitchell Robinson is one of the best defenders in the league.
What this is, Joel, as a Knicks fan, seeing a team that's great in the regular season, saying just because we have Jalen Brunson and the breath of fresh air they have an elite point guard, they can beat Cleveland. Look, in the regular season, Julius Randle is better than Evan Mobley, but who would I rather have in the playoff crucible? Given the last time Randle played in the playoffs, the only time playing in the playoffs, he was useless. I would rather have Evan Mobley on my team. And that playoff series against Jared Allen, an elite rim protector, and one of the 2 best defenses in the league, I'm pretty confident Julius Randle would struggle.
John, who's the better player, Julius Randle or Evan Mobley right now?
In the regular season or in
who's a fucking better player? I'm tired of this.
That's not fair. Defensively, it's Mobley without question. Offensively, it's Randle.
All around, we know that Julius Randle is a better player.
In the playoffs, when you already have Mitchell and Garland, they could create all the offense. Mobley doesn't have to be asked to
Historically,
it.
teams that have won championships are great offensive teams,
but also great defense. The 2 best defenses were in the finals.
But their offenses are usually better than their defenses. I read it in the Thinking Basketball book by Ben Taylor.
You have to have a good defense to an extent.
All I'm saying is that, John, I feel like you're looking at Julius Randle, you're looking at him like a trash bag. He's not that. He's an all-star. He's an all-NBA player.
He was an all-NBA player 2 years ago.
Why are you acting like he's not a great player?
Because you're talking about them being the Cavaliers and the Miami Heat in the playoffs. So that's why.
Miami Heat suck. Who cares?
The Heat, they can get past the Heat.
And I'm not even looking to disrespect Randle because this has been a career year for him. As a shooter, the volume. He's been fantastic with that point guard in the mix.
Because you only take into account your scenarios, right? How about you take into account my scenario?
Sure.
What if Randle actually plays well and plays at an all-star level in the series versus the Cavs? Can we not beat them?
Is he going to do that against Evan Mobley? One of the best players in the NBA. One of the best
Isaac
in the NBA.
Well, why not go
Isaac
against...
Hold
up. If Quentin Grimes could guard Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley can guard Julius Randle.
And here's
I think he can make it tough for sure, but Julius Randle's a great player, bro. What are we talking about here?
Sounds great as Donovan Mitchell.
2 years ago, Julius Randle averaged 37 points per game in 3 matchups versus the Hawks in the regular season. They get to the playoffs, and Randle is shooting, 30% from the field?
Bro, this year, we're 2-1 against. This year, we're 2-1 against the Cavs. Julius Randle, last matchup, had 36 and 13. Brunson struggled with 14 points. The matchup before that, Julius Randle had 18 and 9. Brunson had 23. The first matchup where the Cavaliers beat us, Julius Randle had 15, 9, and 7. We kind of struggled that game. Julius Randle will average 20 plus in that series, bro.
And we got to shout out Rap Stallion. He goes, as soon as you're basing your argument on what if, you're toast.
What do you mean, what if? Your entire argument is what if.
Your argument
Julius Randle is a great player.
Julius Randle plays well for the first time, though we've never seen him
Should
in the
I
playoffs.
not expect a player that's an all-star to play well in the playoffs?
Did he play well
is that
years
blasphemous?
Ago?
It's just you have very recent history to say he played at an All-NBA level in the playoffs. He stunk it up.
Okay, and what about the law of averages? The law of averages means that fair. Julius Randle, he played like shit last playoffs. He's definitely coming with some motivation to play better, bro.
For sure.
Let's stop acting like he can't play well.
So in 5 games versus the Hawks, 18 points on 29% shooting.
God.
But he did shoot 33% from 3. There you go. And 4.5 turnovers in 5 games.
Listen, I could give you the Heat. I'll give you the Heat. I don't think at all they're a real contender. The Cavs are sneaky, like they're that third team in the East. I know Philly's there for sure, but they're that third team in the East.
Philly is that third team in the East.
I don't know.
No,
I don't
they
know.
are better than the Cavs. What are we talking about?
It's debatable.
My goodness.
It's debatable.
Joel Embiid and James Harden?
They're great, without a doubt.
I'm surprised. A lot of people are saying the Heat are terrible this year.
They
Why
are.
are we acting like Jimmy Butler is not an elite superstar playoff performer?
He's not.
But this team's mid.
You don't think their shooting can go back from 28th in the league to at least somewhere in the 20s? They get Duncan Robinson back.
Who are
in the
20s?
Who's
You
shooting?
think Max Strus can shoot better? Same with Gabe Vincent. Those guys in the playoffs last year were starters on a team
they're in the
that
20s.
almost took their Celtics. They took their Celtics down the wire with Max Strus.
Dehls.
Yo, if Max Strus, if his foot was not on the line, you were going home.
Dehls,
you were not going to the
was
finals.
on the line.
Yo, you're telling me before the final series in the bubble, you know that Goran Dragic was averaging more points per game than Jimmy Butler in that playoff run.
Dragic was cooking.
Yeah, but it wasn't elite
He
though.
cooked us, bro.
Let's look at these numbers by Jimmy Butler. For one, he's a career 20-point per game playoff performer. Last playoffs, he averaged 27. The one before that, he averaged 14.5. The one before, he averaged 22. Then he averaged 19, 16, 23, 23, 13, 13. That's an elite playoff. That's a consistently elite playoff
those
performer.
early years.
He's not
whatever.
He's
those
not
early
consistently
years.
an elite playoff performer, bro. He had an elite
All right,
year.
so
He's
let me
not
ask you this
consistently
question.
an elite playoff performer.
Jimmy Butler versus Jason Tatum last year in the postseason. Who played better in the Eastern Conference?
Okay,
Finals?
that was the one year that Jimmy Butler was actually legit elite in the playoffs. Outside of that, he was not.
And he had stinkers
he
still.
had a great, he had some great games in the finals. But before that, Goran Dragic was averaging more points than him. He was not great all around in that playoff run.
I was saying even last playoff run against Celtics.
Not great. I would say elite.
He
wasn't elite all
games.
around.
He was also injured too.
So was Tatum.
What did Tatum have?
He had a wrist injury.
It was wrist.
Yeah. Larry Bird MVP or whatever.
Like, bro, when we talk about
it should have been Jimmy Butler.
The Heat don't even have depth, bro. They have no.
Cody Zeller's their backup
don't.
center.
Yeah,
it's
an
bad
issue.
news.
Kevin Love is starting.
Yeah,
he's washed.
I think the Cavs is a real test against.
It's a debate.
It is the Heat. I'm with you. The Heat,
look,
I'm with you.
not
I don't
saying-
believe in the Heat this year, even though Spo's
I'm not
great.
saying 100% the Knicks are going to beat the Cavaliers, but I'm saying we got a chance. Goddamn,
sure,
we got a chance.
I'm with you.
And I'll be damned if John here acts like
we don't
got
think
a
he's
chance.
saying that. I don't think John's saying there's no chance. Are you?
No, there's a great chance. Number one, I think they would probably be go toe to toe with those two teams, but the Knicks are not a favorite to win that Cavaliers series by any stretch. And you're acting like, oh, they're just gonna win. Like that's the series you were a heavy.
I can't believe in
for
my
good
team.
reason.
I think we could win that series.
You could, like 20% chance.
20% chance is ridiculous, bro. It's at least 60-40.
In favor of the Knicks?
In favor, I would say the Cavs slightly, but the Knicks can beat the Cavs, bro.
20% is not a slight
You're over
difference.
here wearing the everybody sweatshirt. You're not giving credit to everybody. You're not giving credit to the Knicks.
I am. I talked to them before. They have runner-up for 6 man of the year, maybe the favorite. Or no, RJ Barrett. Definitely not. Jalen Brunson is borderline all-league, all-NBA, third team. And And Julius Randle as well has that case.
Mention our bench.
They're a great regular season team. And I think this Josh Hart acquisition is another reason that makes them so sturdy defensively, where they've gotten better and better over the last couple of weeks. But the playoffs are a much different animal. And when you haven't proven yourself in that scenario, and your coach is Tom Thibodeau, who in the past has lost 3 different series where he had home court advantage in 5 games, well, history would tell me a 4th time would not be shocking this season.
He also won a playoff series with Nate Robinson being his best player.
What year is that?
And that was with the Bulls.
I had to pull this up because I don't remember this.
Look it up. Nate Robinson playoff stats. He went crazy.
Was that against the processing 76ers?
No, that was against the Nets in the playoffs.
What year are you talking about?
He averaged 16. It's the 2012-2013 season. They beat the Nets in 7 games. and Nate Robinson averaged 17 a game in that series. And the team was Boozer, Robinson, Luol Deng, Bellinelli, and a young Butler. And the Nets had Brooke, Darren, Joe Johnson. They had their team. Little cute team.
Cute team.
Wasn't the KG and Paul Pierce.
That's not moving me, that series from a decade ago when the league has changed a lot.
You're doing a lot right now.
No, I'm just saying, bro. I just brought up an example. That's
I know,
but
bro, we're talking about Nate Robinson. Like, that's how long ago this was.
But I'm saying that was an amazing series, man.
No, but
I'm surprised you don't know about it, John. You're a historian. You don't know about that series. Come on, what are we doing here?
It wasn't very memorable.
It was very memorable. Nate Robinson, 5'9", short king. He did his thing.
He did do his thing.
He did his thing. Dunk contest champion.
Listen,
3 times.
Listen, John. Josh Hart. You look at our bench. Josh Hart, Emmanuel Quickly, Obi Toppin, Hartenstein. This is what you like to do, John. I don't understand it. When the Knicks got Hartenstein, you love the move. You love what the Knicks are building. Mm-hmm. But then when it comes to talk about them as a team that can maybe upset in the playoffs, you all of a sudden go AWOL and say, you know what? They don't got a chance. You did this with the Kings. You like the Kings all year. Then when we have a debate, you turn heel. You turn your back against the team you were cheering for. When I talk about the Knicks, Josh Hart has been that guy who's really solidified our rotation. And he reminds me a lot of when in the COVID year, we got Derrick Rose. He is that difference for us this year. We're undefeated with him. Josh Hart has been amazing. The same guy you were low on.
He's been tweaking.
John, I told you, Josh Hart's a great addition. You told me, no, he's not. And he's proving you wrong. Now I understand why you got a sour taste in your mouth about the Knicks. Because Josh Hart came to the Knicks and said, listen, John, I'm up. John, you're not going to get me now. So I can understand your frustration with the Knicks. But please, just because you have some negativity and toxicity thrown Josh Hart's way, don't let it blind you from what this Knicks team is.
What is this Knicks team? What's the ceiling?
We can win in the first round.
Word.
Definitely.
That's fair.
Definitely.
I think that's fair.
We can win a playoff series for sure.
I do. Do you think you should be favored against the Cavs?
I think it should be an even series.
Plus 100 even money?
I think yes. It should be an even series.
Okay. I respect that.
Jalen Brunson has been playing better than Donovan Mitchell since the start of the new year.
Yeah, listen, Jalen Brunson's playing one of the fucking, JJ Redick said it, one of the top 2 point guards in the NBA. It's Lillard and him, literally. But I'm glad you have realistic expectations. That's what I'm happy about.
I don't think we're going to win a championship. I never said that.
No, I know.
All I'm saying is that, come on,
I would still be taking the Cavs in that series.
Let's stop acting like the Cavs have proven things either. Darius Garland's never been to the playoffs. Neither has Evan Mobley. Mitchell has.
These guys are in year 2, year 3, bro.
Grimes is in year 2, year 3.
I'm talking about you, but you talk about Garland and Mobley.
Okay. Most of our guys, at least they got some experience. Brunson, Randle.
They've done it, Mitchell.
We got experience. Okay, we got Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson just beat him in the playoffs. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, Dehls.
But you can't talk about the fucking Jazz and Dallas Mavericks when it's now the Knicks versus the Cavs.
The Jazz, who had Rudy Gobert, defense player of the year.
I don't it's completely different matchups, different players, different coaches. Everything is different.
All I'm saying, yeah, and Jalen Brunson has a better team around him right now. The 2-man game with Julius Randle is going to be amazing. All I'm saying is that you look at the Cavs bench, that's a serious concern, bro.
It is.
We have a better bench. We have the 6th man of the year, Emmanuel Quickly, on our team. Okay, whatever. Brogdon, him, whatever. It's a toss-up. All I'm saying, we have a great bench, bro. We got players that can come to play. I just don't like this. You're just saying we don't got a chance. That's disrespectful.
I never said you didn't have a chance. I just said you're not winning that series. More likely than not, you're like a 70-30 underdog, which is reasonable. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Is there really a difference in what he said and not having a chance?
70-30.
I don't remember saying not a chance.
70-30 is based. It's not no chance, but it's a small chance.
You need a lot of things to go your way.
You didn't directly say you don't have a chance, but based on your tone, you're making it sound like it's impossible.
I'm reacting to you saying they would easily beat the Cavaliers.
I said that?
You didn't say that.
You said they would definitely beat them. Whatever the case may be.
I said we could.